Welcome everyone. Today I will be showing my beginning teachers how to create an e-portfolio on Google Sites. How do we get to Google Sites? There are two ways in which we can get to Google Sites. We can go to our search engine and we can type in sites.google.com. There we are at our Google Sites. When we are there, we are going to click the one that says blank because we want a blank site. And there we have our e-portfolio and this is our home page. How else could we get here? We could go to our Gmail or personal Gmail and go to our Drive. Then when we are in our Drive, we go to New, click the plus button, then we're going to come down to More, and then we go to Google Sites. And this is our site. Now, how to create pages and sub-pages. We go to Pages, and there we have our plus button. We are going to add our plus sign, and then we are going to name the page. Now the first page we are going to add is our welcome page. So we are going to go ahead and put that in. Then when we want to add another page, we are going to hit the plus button again, and we could put our teaching philosophy. And then you click done. Then we could add another page. I'm going to show you now how to add sub pages. GP number 1. Now for GP number 1, supposing there are a lot of things that I don't want to put on one page or I want to section my pages. How do I add sub page? I just click on it on GP1, go over to the 3 dots here, and then I go down to add subpage, and then I can give my subpage a title. Suppose I want to put student work. I could put student work samples, and then I hit done. Next step, how to use Canva now to add header and logo to your site. So we are going to go back to our search engine and we are going to type in Canva for education. Canva for education. Now, for the Canva for education, if you do not already have an account, you are going to click the sign up button and you are going to sign up using your Ministry of Education email. Why? Because your Ministry of Education email allows you to use a premium version, and the premium version gives you more features. If you use your personal Gmail, you will only get the beginning version or the free version, and it will restrict you from certain elements and certain features on Canva. Now, because I already have an account, I'm just going to log into my account. I don't want that one, so I'm going to log into my account. Now that we are here, I am going to choose the education presentation. There it's 920 times 1080. Okay, so this is the size of our banners that we are going to put on our Google site because we want to personalize the page. So we are going to choose this template. Now when we are here, notice it's blank. So we are going to get a background wall so that we can put our professional photo. So when you're doing your e-portfolio, you are to have a professional photo. All right. So we are going to go to pick photos, and we are going to type in wall. So we can type in wall. And you can choose the wall that you prefer. So we choose the wall that we prefer. Supposing I like this one. Maybe you're going to say it's too dark. So what you can do is go to transparency and make it lighter. If you don't want to choose a wall and you want to choose something else, suppose you want to choose a classroom, you can go back there, go back to the search and click and type in classroom. Then you're going to add another page and we are going to choose the classroom that we like. Suppose I like this classroom. Or if I don't like that one, I can always delete it. Suppose I like this one, right? Or if I don't like that one, I can delete it again and I choose the one that I like. So you choose the classroom that you like, or you choose the background that you like, all right? Now suppose I want this background. Now I'm going to go to transparency and make it a little bit duller because you want your picture to be the highlighter, not necessarily, so you're going to make the background a little bit duller. Then we are going to add our photo. Now you're going to go to uploads. If you have not uploaded anything to your Canva site, you can easily go to your drive, click on connect, and you sign in using an account, whichever one of them you want to get your pictures. Or if you want to get it from your computer, you go to upload media and you select the photos that you want from your media here. All right. So you select whatever it is you want, you select it. Okay, and then you click open and it will appear here. Now I've had several photos here that I have uploaded. So I'm going to just choose one. So say for example, I want to choose this one. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove the background so that I look a part of the classroom. So I'm going to click on edit image and go to background remover. Then I click apply. And there my photo is. Maybe the background is a little bit too dull. And I think maybe I want to make it a little brighter. I can make it a little brighter. So I'm going to position my picture now where I want it on my page. So that's my photo. Next thing I need to add, suppose I want some elements. If I don't want any elements and I just want my photo there, I just leave it as is. Suppose I want elements there. I could go to elements. Suppose I want some school supplies. I could go to school supplies and get some pencils or whatever it is I want to add to because I'm a teacher. So I just go and find something that I would like to add there. to show that I am a teacher. So I can make this a little bit smaller. Right. It's a little bit smaller. And if you don't want to add pencils, you can add anything that you want. Anything at all that you want. Or you can just leave your picture as is. All right. Now I'm going to remove the pencils and I'm just going to add my name. How do I add my name? I go to text and you're going to add your name and who you are. All right. I like Baked Fresh because I like the writing because it's a professional portfolio. So you need to use writings that look professional. So I'm going to use Baked Fresh. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Then I'm going to write my first name here. And my first name is Michelle. Stretch it out to make it a little bit become smaller. Right. Both of them are in one. Let me press undo, undo, undo. All right, so maybe I have to make the Michelle a little bit smaller. So let me go down a little bit smaller. Then I can change the color if I want. So change the color to black. Then down here now I'm going to add my last name. And I can also make this smaller. Can also make this smaller. So there you have it. So that's my name. Now, who am I? So I also need to put my title. Who am I? So I am a primary educator. So I am going to put primary educator under Michelle Allen-Smellie. And whatever else you have, if you're a trained mentor, if you're a lead teacher, whatever it is, you just add your titles under your name. So I am a primary educator. I'm going to make this bold. And I'm going to put it right under my name. And I can make it a little bit smaller. I can make this a little bit smaller. I can also make this a little bit smaller. Okay. Next thing, do you want animation? Do you want your picture to move? So I could animate Michelle. I could animate my picture. So I go to animate and I choose how I want it to appear when I open my e-portfolio, how I want it to appear. Right? Do I want it to breathe? Yes, I want it to breathe. Go to Michelle, I can also animate my name. So, what would I like? Do I want it to rise? Yes, I want it to rise, so I'm going to choose rise. Primary educator, what do I want as well? I can let it rise as well. So they rise, and as I come in, I breathe. So that is my header. All right. Now, because this is the front page, so this will have my name on it. But for the other banners, you don't want to put your name there because you are going to have your welcome and your guiding principles and so on. So what I can do, I can duplicate this page and I can remove my name and the primary educator, and I have another header to use on all the other pages. But first, let us go ahead and download page number 2, and we can get rid of this because we didn't use this. So we can delete this page. So now we have 2 pages. So I'm going to go ahead now and download page number 1. So go ahead and hit the share button. Then we go down to download. Now we download our pictures in PNG because that's the best quality. But because it's not a standstill picture, it has animation on it, I'm going to download it as a GIF. All 2 pages? No. I am going to click off all 2 pages and click on page number 1 because that's the only page I want, and then I'm going to click done. Then I'm going to download. So when it is finished downloading, I'm going to go back to my site. Okay, so it is finished downloading. So I'm going to go back to my site. So I'm going to go back to my site, and I should have mentioned that you need to name your site because you notice it said untitled site. So I'm going to name my site. So my name is Michelle Allen-Smellie, and put a colon, and then you put portfolio. And if you notice, it will appear there. So it's Michelle Allen-Smellie e-portfolio. Now, I'm going to be adding the header that I just downloaded. So I'm going to go to change image. Now here you have select image. You have some other backgrounds that Google gives, right? But we are not using these. We are using the header that you have created. So we go to upload, go to downloads, because remember you have just downloaded it. Click on Michelle, click on open, and that's your header. Now the header type, it's going to be a large banner. Why? Because I want to add things underneath my header, right? I don't want it to be a cover. Right? Because you notice how the cover is big. I don't want it to be the cover. I want it to be a large banner. Next thing here, it says remove readability adjustment. So we are going to click there to make our page brighter so that we are able to see. We don't need this right here, so we are going to remove it. And this is our front page. All right. The next step now, we are going to add our logo, right? So we are our own personal brand. So when this is our title, this is my name, and this is who I am. Then the next thing we're going to add is our logo. How do we get a logo here? We are going to go back to Canva and create our logo. So that's where I'm going to go back. So I'm going to go back to Canva, and I'm going to go on search. Here it has logos. and I'm going to choose one of these logos. Any one that I like, I can choose. So supposing I like this logo, so I'm deciding to choose this logo. So I'm going to add my name, and there my name appears. Down here, we are going to put primary educator. And then in the middle, not that one, not that one. In the middle right here, we can put our initial. So we can put our initial, MAS. Move it over to the middle, and that's my logo. Not sure why two pages are here, but I can do this one. And this is my logo. So I'm going to download. So here you have it, Michelle Allen-Smellie, Primary Educator, MAS. So that's my logo, and I'm going to download. The download button, it's already on PNG that is suggested. So I'm just going to go ahead and download. It's already downloaded. So I'm going to go back to my site, and I'm going to go to the add logo button, click on add logo, and you're going to upload the logo that you have just created. That's my logo. So there my logo is. Go to themes, you can choose a color. Notice it's in blue. So this is the color that was selected. So the theme is blue. What else do we need to do? We need to now publish our site. So we have added our home page, we have added our logo. So now we need to publish our site. So we are going to click on publish. Oh, before we publish our site, hold on. Before we publish our site, we are going to add a few more things before we publish our site. All right. Let's go to the different pages now where we have our welcome. So we could also add our header to our welcome page. So let's go ahead and add our welcome page header. Remember, we had created our header in Canva already. So we are just going to go ahead and download page 2. So let's download page 2. It's in the PDF version. We don't want PDF, we want PNG. And we don't want all 2 pages, we only want page 2. So we're going to click page 2 and click done, and we're going to download. Already downloaded. So we go back to our site, and it says change image, upload, and it's Michelle number 2, and we open. Now header, we need it to be a banner. If you notice my head is up a little bit too far, you can go back to Canva. You can go back to Canva and you can change you can adjust the image, make it go down smaller, not necessarily that, but smaller, bring it down some more. So you continue fixing until you have it the way you want it. So I can go ahead again and I can download the one that I just fixed, put it in PNG. Don't want all 2 pages, click that off, click on page 2, done, download. All right, there you have it. So I'm going to go back to my site. I'm going to change the header, upload, mission number 3, open, and I'm down some more. So here we have the readability. Click on the readability to get it brighter. To welcome in your face, you can adjust it. You can change the size. You can make it smaller, right? You can take it over some more if you don't want it in your face like that. And that's your header for this page. Okay. Now we want to personalize each page. What should go on each page? Now for your front page, which is your home page, you need to tell us who you are. So we are going to tell, when anybody visits our site, you want to tell them who you are. So you are going to go to text box and you are going to add a text box under your header. Then for the text box here, you notice you can change the font, the style of writing, change this font size if you want to. You can make it bold. You can change the color. Suppose you want to change the color. You can make it center alignment, right? You can do so many things. And you're going to write, who am I? And then now you're going to tell us who you are, okay? Then after that, you are going to add another text box. Oh, I should show you here, you have the colors and you select the color that you want. Okay, so here you have the paint tray. So you can select the color and your color scheme from the paint tray here. So this is the color theme of your site right here. So these are the colors that you can choose. All right. So the next thing you're going to add now is your table of content. All right. So we are going to add again another text box and then we are going to add our table of content. So you do the same thing if you want, and you can add your table of content. Now we can go ahead and publish. So let us see if we can go ahead and publish our site. Make it easier for people to visit your site with custom domains such as, okay, so let us put the name of our site is Michelle portfolio. And then I can publish my site. So my site is now published. So I can now come here. This is where I can click on and I can copy this link and share it with anyone. So I just copy link and then I can email it to whomever I want to. Okay, but we are not finished yet. Okay, so ahead of time, I have created an e-portfolio. So I'm just going to show you some of the things that I put on here. So here you have your who am I, and here you have your state your mantra. So your who am I, you tell us who you are in about one paragraph, and you state your mantra, and your table of contents, and these are the table of contents, the pages. What are the different pages? So you have your welcome, your teaching philosophy, your resume, your qualification and achievements, your teaching experiences, place of employment, guiding principle 1, guiding principle 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So these are all your pages. All right? Okay. Now, how do I put on my table of contents that you see right here? So let me go back to the site that I'm creating. Now, for your table of contents, you can either use content blocks or you can use your buttons. All right? How do I use the buttons? Okay, say for example, I'm choosing a button. What do I have here? I want to link it to welcome. So I'm going to choose a button and I'm going to write welcome. And I'm going to link it to welcome. And I'm going to insert. Right? Supposing I don't want the button, I want something that is a little bit more fancier and I want pictures. I can choose a content block. Then from the content block now, I can upload the images here. So how do I upload my images? The plus button here allows you to upload images. So I click my plus button and I can select an image from my drive because they're already there. Okay, so I can select the welcome and I can link it. Notice when I put it, you see some things here. So I can either uncrop or I can, with whatever I want, I can link it, or if I don't like that, I can also change. So I'm going to link it to welcome and then I'm going to apply. So I can either use my buttons or I can use my images. If nothing was written here, I could also add a text here. And I could also link the text to the welcome. Right? There you have it. And it will show, it's underlined, so that shows that it's linked. So when you hover over it, you're able to click on it and you get to your welcome. All right? So that is how we add our table of contents. Okay? All right? Now, we are going to personalize each page that was added. So we are going to go to now. So we started personalizing the page. So we add our who am I, or table of contents. And if you want to write anything else on the front, that's up to you. So let me go back to the one that I have created already. So this is your who am I, and this is your table of contents. Now, we are going to now personalize the guiding principles. So guiding principle number 1, guide to guiding principle number 6. Now, where do we get these statements? Michelle knows the subject that she teaches. So that's what is at guiding principle number 1. How can we get to this document? We can go back to our search engine and we can go to our JTC website, because that's the document that is going to be used in your appraisal. Then you're going to go to resources. So when we are at resources, we are going to find the appraisal document that is speaking to beginning teacher. Here it says beginning teacher appraisal instrument. You're going to click download. And this is your beginning teacher appraisal document. Here you will find the statements here GP number 1, teacher knows the subject that he or she teaches, but you are going to personalize it. So I am Michelle, so I'm going to write Michelle knows the subject that she teaches, okay? Then I'm going to come down now to GP 2. Michelle knows how to teach the subject for which she is responsible. And each of these will go on the guiding principles. So there you have it, guiding principle number 2, guiding principle number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. So I have taken out the heading of each guiding principle and I have personalized it on my page. Okay, now let us go back now. What are some of the evidences that I need to have on each page to show our artifact? Welcome, you're going to welcome people to your site. Your teaching philosophy goes here, right? Your resume, qualification and achievements, your qualification, your degrees, your achievements. Did you get any awards, right? Those go here, okay? Your teaching experience. Because you're a beginning teacher, maybe you have never taught before, but you have done teaching practice. What are some of the things you did on teaching practice? So you can share some of those photos, talk about it, share your experiences, all right? And you have been teaching there, so you continue gathering information, take pictures, talk about your class, all of that. Your place of employment, put a photo for your place of employment. Put their YouTube video, talk about the principal, the vice principals, talk about the history of the school a little, tell what the school offers, right? Speak to your national goals, speak to your national goals. So you talk about the how is your school in tandem with the national goals or the Ministry of Education goal. So you talk about those here. For the guiding principles now, what are the artifacts that should go here for each guiding principle? Now, if we go back to the document, you notice that for each guiding principle, it shows you that you are to have sources of evidence. Now, sources of evidence here for guiding principle number 1. Here they show you your certificates, the samples of your goal, your action plan, your lesson plan, your peer assessment, your student report and other relevant assessment records, your mentor report, right? So those things are to go on GP number 1. Come down now to GP number 2, sources of evidence, classroom observation, mentorship or principal report, student assessment, copies of assessment plans, that implemented to establish and meet students' performance target, records of students' assessment to advance students' learning, class observation. So remember now, this can be found on the JTC website, okay? Guiding principle number 3, here are all the evidences for guiding principle 3, guiding principle 4, here are the evidences, guiding principle 5, here are the evidences, guiding principle 6, here are the evidences. So you can use your appraisal document as a guide so that you can know the artifacts that you should gather to go in each guiding principle. Okay? All right. Now, next thing. Now that I know how to create the site and what is to go on each guiding principle, when I have my documents, how do I upload them? So let us, for example, go to resume. Now, when you write your resume would be done in a Word document, right? Now, you're not going to just upload the Word document as is. You're going to change that Word document to a PDF document, okay? Now, let us go to our Word document. So I'm going to stop sharing here and I'm going to show you how to convert a Word document into a PDF file. So here, this is my resume. So I'm going to go to File, Save As. I'm going to browse, and my resume is already saved as a Word document. But as I said before, you are not going to add the Word document to your ePortfolio. You are going to add PDF documents. How do I get it to PDF document? You notice here you have Word document, and you have right here, you have an arrow. You're going to click on the arrow, and you are going to scroll down to PDF, and you are going to click on Save. Because I already saved it as PDF, it will prompt me to, if I want to save the file again, I'm going to say yes. Now, I'm going to stop sharing again. And I'm going to show you now how I'm going to upload now that document that I just saved to my drive. So I just saved the document to my drive. Sorry, to the computer as a PDF document. Now I need to get it to my drive in order to upload it to my site. How do I get it to my drive? All right. Now, I'm going to go to my drive, and I'm going to go to New, go to File, Upload, and go to the document that I just saved. It's called Resume. Oh, I'm not in download, I'm in Documents. Hold on. It's called Resume, and it's you choose the one that says PDF, and then you open. Go to Recent so that you're able to see. Now, another very important thing, before you upload your documents to your ePortfolio site, you have to make sure that it is accessible to anybody who visits your site. How do you do that? Now, the files that are in your drive are restricted. So you are going to take off the restriction to allow persons to view your document. So you are going to right-click on the file. You are going to click on Get Link. You notice it says restricted, so that nobody will be able to see it if you put it there, restricted format. So you are going to click on the arrow button and click on anyone with link. Another important piece of information that you're here, up here you can share it with anybody that you want to. Go to settings, and you're going to uncheck these boxes so that persons will not see when they open your file to say download. Okay, so you uncheck those boxes and you set the link to viewer. So let me go back again. Get link, anyone with link, you notice it's at viewer. So it was unrestricted before, so we're going to take off the restriction, anyone with link, and they are a viewer. Okay, and we are done. All right, 2 ways now we can upload this to our ePortfolio. We can embed the file, or we can just go to the site and take it from the site. So we are going to right click again, get link, copy link, done. Go to our ePortfolio, then we are going to embed. So you click on embedded, and then you paste the link here, and then you insert. You can use the little circles that you see here to make it bigger if you want it bigger. And as I said before, you can use the paint tray to change the color to whichever color you want it to. All right. So now another way we could get the resume here we could go to Drive, and we could go to Recent, and we could double tap, and there it appears. So that's 2 ways to get your documents to your e-portfolio. And again, I can change, if I want a different color, I can click on the paint tray and change my color. Okay, so that is how you upload your documents. Now for the GPs now, how do I upload a file? Now before, I should tell you that first, before you start, you are to make sure that your documents are in folders. So I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to show you how to upload a file to your how to upload a file to your Drive. So I'm going to go to Drive. Again, and I'm going to click on New, and I'm going to go to File Upload, and I'm going to go to the file that says GP1, and I'm going to open Upload. So here you have GP1. Now I can allow persons to have access to whatever is in that file. So I go again to Get Link. It is restricted, so I'm going to put it on anyone with link can view what is in that file, and I click on the button here. Editors can change permission and share, and I'm going to uncheck that box. Okay, so now what is in GP1? So how do I upload from here? Just the same as how I uploaded the other documents. So I'm going to go to GP1, and I'm going to come to Drive. Here you have the GP1. I can simply open to see what is there. And it says fraction lesson, and it's a lesson plan. So remember GP1, you have your lesson plan and your action plans. And I can change my font color again to show my lesson plans. So again, we have our home page. There you have Who Am I? Then you have your different pages, your welcome page, your teaching philosophy, your resume, qualifications and achievements, teaching experiences, place of employment, guiding principle number 1 to 6, guiding principle number 1 to 6. And I've also showed you where to get the evidences, how to upload your documents. Now, when you have finished uploading all your documents, each document or each time you add a document, you hit the publish button. What the publish does, it saves your files. So here I added something to GP1. Nothing was there before. So whomever I share my site with, if I don't republish each time I add, they won't be able to see the things that I add to my site. So I have to hit the publish button. So always remember, whatever you add to your site, you must click the publish button to publish. Thank you for watching.